that right there. Daily Wire host endorsing arranged marriages, by the way. Fucking incredible. What won't Matt Walsh do? Matt Walsh is like indentured servitude is pretty good, actually. A lot of people are too lazy in society. And we got to go back to that. My man has the wrong take on everything, which is pretty cool when you think about it. I mean, he's never had the right take. It's wild to consider. Think about it. Many people accidentally arrive at the right take sometimes, like Jordan Peterson, when he says incels need to suck it up. Perhaps the problem is you, bucko. You know what I mean? Like, even then, I'm like, okay, Jordan Peterson's right. That's a good take from Jordan. Okay, clean your room, wash your Bennis. Like, that's good. I agree. You should clean your room. You should wash your Bennis. Matt Walsh, never a good take. Matt Walsh would be like, I'm anti-showers. Can't even be accidentally correct.
Meanwhile, there are far too many choices. So the modern dating scene is what happens when every beggar becomes a chooser. Everyone is lonely and desperate for companionship, but the field is so flooded with options, there's such a surplus that you begin to feel like, kind of like I feel when I'm in the condiment aisle at Walmart trying to buy mustard. And there are 197 different types of mustard.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, dude, he's awesome. This is awesome. Awesome, man. Okay, I gotta pee. Hold on, I'll be back.
And though all I want is just regular mustard, the overwhelming array of options paralyzes me, and I'm just standing there slack-jawed, questioning whether I should be settling for just regular mustard when I could be getting gourmet, Dijon, whole grain, honey French, yellow, spicy brown, white, yellow, German mustard instead. All of modern life is plagued by this problem. Everything is plentiful and can be obtained effortlessly and cheaply. But it's too plentiful and too effortless and too cheap. So you can turn on your TV and watch literally any movie that's ever been made, any TV show that's ever been produced. And yet how many nights have you wasted scrolling through the infinite catalog and then settling on reruns of, The Office because there's nothing else to watch? Well, there's plenty to watch. It's just that you can't settle on any one thing because your awareness that there are billions of other possibilities gives you anxiety. And it makes it so that you can never be sure that you're choosing the absolute best option, which means that often you don't choose anything at all. So dating is like this now. Whereas before you had only the eligible single people in your town to choose from, now you have the entire internet. You're not confined by geographic boundaries or any other boundaries. The result, ironically, is paralysis. Now, on the complete opposite end of this spectrum are arranged marriages. Instead of a boundless, never-ending buffet of options, a young person in a culture that practices arranged marriages will be assigned just one, and they don't even make the choice. Their families just pair them up and say, here you go. There's far less freedom and far less autonomy in a system of that sort, but it is without a doubt superior to our system. We would be happier. Every person in the dating scene right now would be happier if they were just matched up with someone against their will. Actually.
Chaos.
The one good thing about capitalism is the abundance of false choices that six companies offer. Okay? Like at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break, but under a capitalist organization of the economy, you get multiple choices to avoid the ad break. You get the $5 a month subscription. You get the free subscription in the form of a Twitch Prime. You get the gifted sub subscription if you're lucky. These are all different methods of ad avoidance at the top of the hour. Okay? What do I do? Commercial 60? But the 1 minute ad break comes for all. It's not commercial. Okay, that's an unrecognized command. I'm going to rewatch it. I'm going to rewatch what he said in a second.
but it's too plentiful and too.
Wait, how do you do that? How do you do the ad? It is /commercial, isn't it? Oh, initiating 60-second commercial. It worked. Please keep in mind that your stream is still live and not everyone will get a commercial. Pizza Prime, thank you for the 5, get the subs. Okay, so okay, the thing that I was going to say is this. Capitalism does create a system where there's like this false notion of choice, right? It's not real. It's not like real deviation. It's not like a serious diversity. Especially in its production, there is no deviation. There is no diversity. There's an illusion of choice, though. Even though it is, 6 companies basically creating the same 35 different brands of products. But that's good. I fucking love that shit. Like as a fob, fresh off the boaty, when I first came to America, and I still actually love this. Like I truly loved the abundance of different kinds of Oreos that I could get. I thought it was incredible. Why are people adding Alinity? Alinity said, sheesh. Is that good or bad? I can't tell. Because the mustache is pretty hit or miss. Anyway. So, the idea that like all of these choices that he has offends him, well, bitch, it hurts you because you're not built differently like I am, okay? I like that. I like having multiple choices. I think it's awesome.
All of modern life is plagued by this problem. Everything is plentiful and can be obtained effortlessly and cheaply. But it's too plentiful and too effortless and too cheap. So you can turn on your TV and watch literally any movie that's ever been made, any TV show that's ever been produced. And yet how many nights have you wasted scrolling through the infinite catalog and then settling on reruns of, The Office because there's nothing else to watch? Well, there's plenty to watch. It's just that you can't settle on any one thing because your awareness that there are billions of other possibilities gives you anxiety. And it makes it so that you can never be sure that you're choosing the absolute best option.
Bro, dude, this is crazy. If he ties this back to like dating, I'm going to lose my mind. What the fuck? The reason why you have no fucking actual valuable choices that you can make is not because of the fear of missing out, especially because like you're literally going back to the office. It's because good product is not made under capitalism. Everything is like one margin of deviation away from one another. That's it. It's all the same. It's all fucking, Marvel Cinematic Universe soy face bands.
Which means that often you don't choose anything at all. So dating is like this. Whereas before you had only the eligible single people in your town to choose from, now you have the entire internet. You're not confined by geographic boundaries or any other boundaries. The result, ironically, is paralysis. Now,
dog, don't worry. You do not have your pick of the litter, okay? Like, let's be real, homie. You get no bitches, okay? The only reason why you like arranged marriages is because you were able to enslave one woman, okay? Luckily for you. Really unlucky for her, but luckily for you. I do not think this homie has the same abundance of ladies that he could choose from, okay? Oh, man, I'm so anxious. I got so many ladies that are like, man, I want to fuck and suck, dude. Oh, God, you're so sexy. I love when you say, I'm a theocratic fascist. Do that again.
Hassle.
Wow, I love when you talk to me about, you know, moral decay and cultural degeneracy. Oh, man. Okay? She's wild. He's kind of famous and rich. I think he has a large pool of conservative trad wives. No fucking shot.
Now, on the complete opposite end of this spectrum are arranged marriages. Instead of a boundless, never-ending buffet of options, a young person in a culture that practices arranged marriages will be assigned just one, and they don't even make the choice. Their families just pair them up and say, here you go.
Bro, there is no way he's saying this is a good thing.
There's far less freedom and far less autonomy in a system of that sort, but it is without a doubt superior to our system. We would be happier. Every person in the dating scene right now would be happier if they were just matched up with someone against their will. Actually.
What? Was he matched up with someone against his will? The only reason why arranged marriage societies have a lower rate of divorce is because of patriarchal constructs that make it so that women can actually fucking get out of a relationship and have to like quite literally stay in that relationship. That's it. That's the only difference. So it creates the presence. It creates the the aura of you know, success, if the success is no divorce. Just the truth. In defense of arranged marriages, I've known two people who love their arranged marriages. While I don't find it superior, I do accept it as an aspect of many cultures as a bad take. I mean, I come from a culture where arranged marriages exist. Some of them are good, some of them are not. But ultimately, you can't be doing luck of the draw on there, because when it's not good, okay, when it's not fucking good, it's really bad. It's literally just,
man's 2 sigma.
You're fucked.
His options are limitless.
He was saying his wife shouldn't have other mustards available. Yes, exactly.
Wild.
3 parents range? No. But like my grandparents are kind of, you know what I mean? Kind of. Not like yes, but like kind of, if you know what I mean. Not like full-blown arranged marriage, but like kind of arranged.
Blair White's new video about Ethon?
Like my granddad went to the family, you know what I mean? Encouraged marriage? I mean, I guess. How common are arranged marriages today? Pretty common still, I would say. İstediler yani gibi. Like the family looks at him and sees that he's like a young boy with a promising future, that sort of thing. And then, you know, the family says, yeah, this is fine. This is good. Why don't you arrange some bitches goes too far? Are you saying you're inbred? Wait, what? No, they're not fucking related, you idiot. Oh, what the fuck?
Lol, like wifest, yo.
Motherfucker thought arranged marriages means you keep it in the family, dude. What the fuck? I'm not that white, homie. Okay. The funny part about arranged marriages is that like incels would literally not, like, no dad wants some fucking weirdo like school shooter Andy with no fucking prospects and a shitty ass fucking family to ever like marry into his family. You know what I mean? No dad is ever letting that happen, which is the funniest part about that, because like incels think like, oh, if we have arranged marriages, like, no, dude, you just want like a trad lifestyle. But what you don't realize is you're still gonna get no bitches in the trad lifestyle, okay? Like, that's not happening for you, bro. You're just like, you think your fucking shit ass family that like developed you into the fucking psychotic screeching incel that you are is going to be able to like pull off an arranged marriage? No shot. You don't have enough cows for that, bitch. You don't. You don't have enough cows. No dad is going to be like, yeah, I'm going to give my daughter this no sex having motherfucker, dude. Arranged marriages are courting the family more than the woman in most cases. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. No, that's why I immediately went to the dad. It's literally true. You can see this in India, where the divorce rate immediately increases among women who got educated, even for arranged marriage. Also, arranged marriages in India involve parents who have higher standards than the kids. Yeah. My uncle used to tell me never go to visit other people with your grandma because of arranged marriages. I wonder if Matt Walsh is considered the rate of abuse in arranged marriages. No, because women are not a part of this conversation, okay? Like, it's Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh has never thought about a woman, okay? He would see that to be an impure thought.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Okay, this is the last thing. This is the last thing.
Just watched Joaquin Phoenix in Joker, and he's a very charismatic actor. And I was thinking, well, God, because he carried that whole movie on single-handedly. It's a dark, dark movie, and it has to do with resentment. This man who was forced to be nice by his mother.
Did he just say Joker? Or did I misunderstand?
In Joker. And
oh, no, he's a Joker.
He's a very charismatic actor. And I was thinking, well, God, because he carried that whole movie on single-handedly. It's a dark, dark movie, and it has to do with resentment. This man who was forced to be nice by his mother, who turns out to be absolutely crazy and abused him like mad when he was a kid. And then he becomes this role model for the dissemination of complete catastrophe into the entire society. It's a story of Cain in part. But Phoenix really carries that, and part of the reason that he does that is because he creates a compelling character who's sympathetic. Like, you can be sympathetic to him because he really did have a hard life, like really hard. But Phoenix is an extraordinarily charismatic person, partly because he's so he's masculine in his features and carved, but he's so graceful. Every single thing he does in the entire movie is a dance. Like, he's conscious of every single movement he makes. Every turn of his head is conscious. It's dance-like, and you can't take your eyes off it. And a lot of stellar performers had that ability to integrate, male performers had that ability to integrate that feminine grace into their masculine character.
That's it? Why did he put that? Why did he fucking leave that as a clip? That's all he had to say? Does Jordan want to fuck the Joker? Yes. Yes. Dude, anyone that's like that obsessed with masculinity is just inherently not masculine, okay? It is not a... I don't know. I need to find like a more cool and interesting way of describing this phenomena. But like, anybody that is that fucking hyper obsessed with masculinity is ironically not following the same guidelines that they have created for masculinity. Does that make sense? It's kind of like the burrito time. It's kind of like the people that say alpha. Like, if you say alpha, you are not alpha. Okay? You're just not. Like, anyone that says fucking alpha, unironically, is not actually fitting the standards that they have created for what alpha is. Obviously, that's not even a real thing.
Love you, King.
Same with T1. Tyler 1 is a great example of this. Tyler 1 is literally memeing about being the alpha, okay? It's a meme. That's a character that he puts on. But he is actually an incredibly confident and incredibly nice person, but
Love
not
you,
because of calling himself alpha or portraying himself that way, but because of how he carries himself in his real life. Something that I saw and experienced. So, in a weird way, like, yeah, he is what you would consider to be alpha if that was a real fucking thing, okay? But in reality, the only reason why he is like a very confident person is because he's self-assured, confident, because he carries himself that way.
2 years.
But it has
Wow.
nothing to do with him
Thanks for
calling
everything
himself
you
alpha
said.
or the character that he portrays when he's like playing games. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand? Masculine people don't care whether they seem that way. Exactly. 100%. And also Tyler 1's taller than me too. Something I admit. So a fact I readily admit that people do not want to recognize is that Tyler 1 is actually should be called Tyler 6'5" because that's how tall he is.